I'm here with my lovely friend Amy today.
Hi.
Time has come for me to reflect on my London memories, and I have a lot of crazy ones. We just made fun of me not being very good at talking today, which pretty much applies to every day in my life, but...
People have strengths. That's not one of them.
But one of our, by far, most just hilarious memories is the time that 3 French models stayed over in my flat at the same time as Amy stayed over.
You could have grated cheese on their abs.
Never forget. I was living with 2 other friends and we rented out, well, we lived quite central, so to afford our rent, we rented out one of the rooms on Airbnb because one of my flatmates went to visit his boyfriend a lot abroad, so then we would rent out his room. And it was fun. We met a lot of, cool people, and we also met 3 French models. Amy came to sleep over and I told her, oh, just so you know, there's some guys here staying over.
She didn't tell me what guys. I was like, ugh, men here, gross.
How, okay, so you need to tell the story. Why did you go out on the balcony? What was the thing? How did this start?
So I was at Tones and semi-recently?
Oh, recently.
It felt recent. It was fresh.
Rough.
It was
fresh.
fresh.
It was rough, yeah.
I had a breakup, which at the time I thought was awful. Now, we look back and laugh.
Well, at that point in your life, that was the worst breakup you had ever had, and it was bad.
Let's all fucking laugh together.
In hindsight, it was nothing.
So I went to Tones to stay. Just wanted to get out of my town, and I was like, I'm gonna go stay with Tone. I don't think she told me beforehand, but when I was there, she was like, oh, we've got some people staying with us, and I was like, ugh, I'm gonna have to talk to them. Gross, I hate everyone. I'll stay in here. That didn't happen. Yeah, so Tone basically went out of the room and was like, oh, I need to greet them or speak to them or show them where some things are or whatever. She came out of the room and she left the door open. All I could hear was sexy French boys. And I didn't think French was a particularly sexy language or accent until that point. And I was just in her room who are these men? And I was like, okay, no, Amy, no men. No, we're still wounded. We're still raw. It's just, no. She came back in the room and she was like, yeah, it's 3 French boys. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. She was like, they're models. And I was like, please let them be those kind of quirky models where people are like, they're attractive in a weird way. I was like, please be attractive in a weird way. Please don't just be really good looking. I think I poked my head around the door as she was coming back in, pretending to greet her so I could see them. And I was like, I saw one of them and I was like, oh my good grief, that's my husband. That's my husband. I want to have his children and lay his eggs. We chatted about them for a little bit. We gossiped. We chatted and I was like, I kind of want to see what they're like. Do you reckon they'll hang out with us? And Tone was like, please.
Okay, before this, because you did talk to them, because I have a clip, a video clip of you talking to them, in the hallway, because I think they went down to the kitchen or something. And
I poked the head round and I engaged, I'm sorry to say it.
They were like, so what are you all up to? And she just felt like, oh, we're nothing, we're just hanging out. They were talking about something and you were like, nice! You were overly excited.
Oh my god, tell me
more. And it was so obvious.
Things I never get like that either. I never get giddy around
I've never seen you like that.
I'm always the same, no matter who I'm around, but in that moment I was like,
yeah, exactly. You were not cool. And you were always cool. You were always but
I fell apart. I crumbled.
But
to shit. Couldn't hold it together.
But to be fair, this was post-breakup, Amy, so I think that's
There was some weird hormones, there was some wacky mood swings. I hadn't slept in about 3 weeks. It was...
Yeah, it was not regular,
I was
Amy.
so drunk from the night before.
So yeah, after that we were in our room.
Our room. Just 2 lesbians Airbnb-ing.
You were like, I wonder if they will hang out with us.
I mean, it was a long shot. I didn't think they actually would. So I went out, so Tone had a balcony and they were upstairs. So I just came out on the balcony and I could see their window was open. I just panicked on the spot. I panicked on sight and I went, French boys! A bonjour! And Tone was just looking at me from inside judging me. She was looking at me what are you doing?
I was mortified.
Are you inviting them? Are you greeting them? Why are you talking to them? And I was like, and then they were hanging out the window and then one of them was shirtless and I was like, well, sir.
Here we go!
I would quite like to admire your nipple from this angle again, but closer. Why don't you come downstairs and let me have a look? Yeah, I was just talking to them. I was like, you guys should come down. And he was like, you a butt, a wee, a boo. And I was like, wee, come down.
Yeah, only one of them spoke English.
So they came downstairs and I was like, how are we going to entertain these men? Stop it. How are we going to entertain these men with our clothes on? For now.
Because we were playing Mario Kart as we always do. Or we were probably playing Mario Party, but that was too long to get into with these men. So we were like, let's play some Mario Kart. You all know Mario Kart, right?
I want to see you steer a vehicle, daddy. spilling the tea, literally.
Oh my god, I spilled it on the couch. Help!
It really looks like you've pissed yourself.
Can you get like a rag or something?
It's the memory of the French boys.
I feel really bad. I spilled
I can't
tea.
believe you've done this. I brought a tasteful loincloth for my nether region.
Thanks, Mom. I'm gonna keep the tea on the table.
I need to get you a straw.
Drinking like hot tea through a straw.
I've done it before. It's surprisingly fun because you expect it to be cold and then it's not, and you're like,
What? That doesn't sound like fun to me.
I liked it.
Yeah, but you like a lot of weird things, Amy.
I found out at the weekend that it's weird that I like the, you know when you have hot chocolate and it gets the skin on it?
Are you about to tell me that you like the
I
skin?
leave it for ages so it'll build a skin and I pull it off and chew it. And then Eliza, Ian and Steph said it's like eating a blister.
I think the ugliest Norwegian word is the word for that. I think
Is
I've
it?
told you before because it's, no, for the skin thing.
Oh, that's a name.
Yeah,
Oh,
because it's a thing.
what is it?
Snark.
Okay, that's what, I wouldn't eat that. I know it's the same thing, but I
Exactly.
wouldn't eat that.
When you hear that word, you know that that should not be eaten.
It's a horrid word.
Yeah, exactly. Because it shouldn't be eaten. It's gross. Oh my god, I can't believe.
Sometimes my hot chocolate goes cold because I leave it for ages so I can get a good skin, a good girthy skin to gnaw on like a rat.
Okay, I'm gonna punish you for even saying that. My oldest brother used to love getting milk straight from the cow. It's super thick, and it would get that skin on it. And he would love to eat that.
That's gross.
Yeah, exactly.
That's too far.
See, I just wanted you to hear that because you need
Not
to know
from the
that this
cow.
is wrong.
Not from the cow. Not straight from the udder. Not straight from the teat.
Oh my god. Okay, back to the French boys. Where the fuck were we?
They came down from Mario Kart.
We were playing Mario Kart, and I remember one of them choosing the character that your ex used to play, and you were just there like, it's almost like we had a list, and he was just eliminated from your list of like potential
suitors. It was a no. He chose Luigi. I wish him nothing but death.
I was trying to not name and shame the character because it's not the
Oh, I'm
character's
going to.
fault.
It's not Luigi's fault, but if you choose Luigi, you're toxic. I don't make the rules. I remember one of them was trying to be like really, really chatty with you, but we could barely understand him. So we're both there like, yeah. We're looking at each other like, I don't know, did you hear? No, I don't know what we said.
Also, the one that you liked the most, he did ask us if we had boyfriends.
He did.
I
I was like, no. No. Thanks for bringing that up. No.
I didn't answer. At the time, I was in a very toxic and abusive and all of those things, like just bad relationship. And a lot of the times I didn't know whether I was in a relationship or not because this person would just randomly like block me or just break up with me randomly. Oh, it's the weekend, let's break up, you know, like out of the blue, like for no reason. So I was just like, I don't fucking know, but I'm not gonna say no because it's not really a no, but it's not a yes because so I didn't answer, which
It just spurred them on. So do you have a boyfriend? Yeah, so anyway. So do you have a boyfriend? I was that like tone. Please tell them or they're gonna like set your house on fire. It was interesting. We had some speaking full English, some speaking no English, some that
Yeah.
I didn't care what they spoke, so I was just looking at them and just drooling. I was like, I don't care what you're saying, I would just like to marry you. I would like that.
honestly, you were so like, if there was an extra room in this house, me and this guy.
Which makes me sound like a whore, which is fine. Do you? But that was my first boyfriend, so like I'd never done like one night stands or anything. I was like, I don't think I have this in me, it's not for me. I saw these boys, and for the first time in my life, I thought, I could do that, you know?
Yeah.
I could do it.
That was just so off-brand for you to be like, I want to have sex with him. That was not you.
I think the funniest thing about it as well is that like I could tell they were attractive, but they weren't wearing like super nice stuff because I guess they just arrived and like wanted to go to sleep or like were just chilling, whatever. So I could tell they were like conventionally attractive, but it wasn't until we were all outside on the balcony because I think I was having a cigarette, and they were like, oh, do you have Instagram? And I was like, yeah, and then they wanted to like look at our Instagrams with us there, and I was like, this is awkward. So I'm there like show my Instagram, and I'm like, oh yeah, I look cute in these, and I was like, go on, show me your Instagram. They showed me their Instagram. I was like, why did you let me go first? Like it was full on like modeling pictures, like suits, like shirtless pictures, like tanned, shirtless pictures in like Calvin Klein briefs and stuff, and I was like, dear Lord. And I was there like, that's nice, trying to get the phone back like, oh my god. And I was like,
You were
okay,
just, like,
I've seen the goods
dying.
underneath now, and I'm all the way signed up. Like, I would like to sign up to this newsletter. I would like to subscribe to this with a side of this. Sometimes I'm falling asleep at night and I just remember how hot they were. They even followed me on Instagram now, I don't know what I did.
Oh well, I never followed them because
I did, straight away I was like... And then I liked their pictures in front of them, because to be fair, like, they were a bit arrogant, which if I look like that, I'd be arrogant as well. But this guy was literally like, oh yes, this was my shot that I did here. He was like, oh, I think I look very good here, I look good. And I was there like, I mean, you do, but you're getting a bit arrogant now. And he was like, oh, maybe you like this picture. And I was like, okay, hello. And then they invited us to go and stay with them. They had like an Airbnb. It's like something about a water park, near a water park. They were showing me a
I don't
water park.
remember anything about this water park.
I remember because I was like, I'm gonna
from.
see you in some trunks, sir.
He was showing us his Airbnb and it was like, you know, really basic. It was like, I don't even, like, it wasn't that special, but he was just like, you should come stay, blah, blah, blah. And Amy was like hella excited. Like, she was like, yes!
Tomorrow too soon.
The next morning, like, they were like getting ready to leave for their like model convention or like whatever thing they were in London to do. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the XL thing because he was asking me like directions.
I don't remember much of the content of what they said, if I'm honest. I just remember the mental image.
He came down like, I mean, I don't even remember what he was wearing, but his upper body was undressed. And I was just there like, you know how good you look.
Have you seen this, sir? Have you seen this? How do you get anything done? How do you not look down at yourself every day and go, nice.
But it was at the point where we were just like little girls, like when he like left, we would be like,
they'd knock on the door and ask for something, we'd be like, he's here, and I'd be that like, hello, how can I help? Like, I need a towel, and I'm like, no problem. Be right back with your towel. And then I come back just fully naked wearing the towel, like, oh, this old thing. I didn't do that. I didn't go that far. It crossed my mind, but I didn't go that far. Am I imagining having sex with him in my head, or can you?
Yeah, they definitely remember that this happened, by the way. This is
If you're watching
this
this,
was a big deal.
hit us up. Hit me
Not
up.
me.
Hit me
Either
up.
of you.
All three of you, hit me up at once. We could do like a blind date situation where I'm like on one side and there's the wall and then there's the three of them and I ask some questions.
Oh my god. Okay, next video, this is coming up. Yo, Mark, the guy that you liked, his name was Mark. What's going on in your flat?
I don't know. Some sort of wrestling match. I think what was like so funny about it, because like it sounds like a really basic story, it's just like, oh, these hot guys appeared, how boring. It was just the timing of the fact that I turned up to Tone's flat so upset and I was like, I'll never like another man again. Yeah. I'm going to die alone, everything is awful. And then I saw them and I was like,
should I message him? Like, should I get back
I
with
was on
him?
the fence and those men saved me. Those men saved me from going back. I looked at those men and I was like, do you know what? I can do better.
There are other men out there.
It just felt like a gift from the universe, like, hi Amy, here's some beautiful French men to distract you from your woe. It did, it really worked.
The one time you got a gift from the universe, the one time in your life, the timing was good.
Yeah, I peaked on that evening. I've never got that level of serotonin again.
I mean, I feel like this is one of those things, like, it's only gonna happen once.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't bump into 3 French models often. It was a one-off. Never getting back. You don't know the best moments of your life are happening until they're a memory. They were just a gift for that night to remind us that good men existed, because they were very nice.
They were so nice. They were so friendly and nice and fun.
I had a good evening, it was lovely.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think we knew how iconic it was in the moment, because we were just like, we're never gonna get a day better than this. Like, what are the odds of 3 French models turning up to your house to stay and then hanging out with us all night? Like, just didn't see it coming. Because they were quite successful as well. Like, they were showing me the brands they modeled for and stuff. Like, they were doing really well.
Imagine if they saw this video and they were like, do you think you...
So weird, we were just talking about you yesterday. Well, we didn't even remember you. Like, we hang out with French models all the time, so like,
yeah, exactly. That was no biggie. That was just our normal life. Like, come on.
Yeah. Which ones were you? I don't even remember. If we could put pictures at the end of them, we would. If it wasn't weird to do that, we would. Like, because you
oh my god, yeah. If it wasn't like, if it wouldn't actually feel like...
If I still had them on Instagram, I would cover a face and show you just the body. But number one, that's a bit rude to objectify them like that.
Yeah, and also...
And number two, it's, you know, their private business.
Yeah, it's also kind of their art, so we would kind of be stealing. I feel like you'll believe us, though. You'll believe us that they were hot.
Just imagine, like, tan, young-looking boyish, amazing jawlines, like, nice, kind of, like, slightly longish hair, like, good dress sense, like, open shirt, abs, 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 abs.
They worked out.
But they... I think they could snap the gym equipment with their thighs.
They could snap you with their thighs.
I wish they fucking would.
Oh my god. Thank you so much for watching. Shall see you next Friday with the new video. Keep the good vibes. Bye!
Bye! If you're a French boy, call me. Thanks.